Welcome back to another episode of the Seamus Talks About Sports podcast, where today we have barely any news, but I am excited to start recording again. So let's get right into the news. In the NFL, we have absolutely no news this week, unfortunately. I know it's always a sad thing when we have no football news, because I miss football a lot. I bet you guys do as well. But we're in the point of the off-season where there's nothing. The draft's over. They're just doing some mini camps, off-season workouts, all that. But besides that, there's nothing. In the NBA, we have the Cavs getting spanked by the Celtics. That was very hard to watch. I'm not a Cavs fan. I'm a Knicks and Lakers fan. And that was just sad to watch. I don't know what happened. Marcus Morris did pretty good defending him the whole game, but I'm not exactly sure what happened or what went wrong. Can't say that. But I do know that it is very tough for LeBron to carry a team against the Boston Celtics, who probably have Coach of the Year, Brad Stevens, as their head coach, and he's the mastermind, the brains behind the team. And even if they don't have Kyrie and Gordon Hayward, they're still a good team because they have Brad Stevens. So this is going to really interfere with the LeBron being the greatest NBA player conversation, because they're going to say, oh, but he couldn't carry his team in the finals, when Michael Jordan lost a whole bunch of times before, even in the first round. LeBron he's never lost in the first round, actually. And you know my take on that whole story. I believe that Lonzo Ball is the greatest NBA player I'm playing, but I'd say Kareem's the greatest, but maybe another time I will go into that. And on the other side of the playoffs, in the Western Conference Finals, we have the Warriors taking Game 1 against the Houston Rockets. Steph Curry got his ankles snapped in half by Chris Paul, which was fun to watch for all of us NBA fans who aren't Warrior bandwagons. So it was a really good game overall. I only watched like 1.5 quarters, but when I was watching it, it was a really fun game to watch, and I think this series will go well. Who do I think is going to win both series? I have the Rockets and Cavs going. Easily go other way, the Cavs, of how they're playing right now. Not the best, but you never know. I think LeBron will just flip the switch and will go off for 80 points. I'm playing probably like 40, which he's done already, met a couple times. And that's all the NBA news we have. MLB, we have Robinson Cano suspended for 80 games for violating the MLB drug policy. Very interesting. I don't think anyone expected Robinson Cano out of every MLB player, and I apologize if I said his name wrong. I didn't expect that. I thought he was just going to be a good player for the Mariners, but can't be a good player when you're sitting on your couch for 80 games, so unfortunate for him. But that is really big news. Now, it was reported it's not actually steroids, which we know steroids are like the Drake of the MLB, where everybody loves them. But, I don't know. That's really interesting. In the New York news for baseball, we have the Mets that suck. I'm sorry, I'm being really biased, but they are 2-8 in their last 10 games, which is never a good thing. They're on track to fall under 500. They're about 2 games, I believe, over 500, so they are definitely on track to go below 500. In the beginning of the year, I heard tons of kids saying, or people I know too, not just kids, like even commentators, saying the Mets are going to be a great team, and that is not happening at all. I apologize. Speaking of doubting teams, and also, so the Yankees are back, going 8-2 in the last 10 games, winning the series against the Boston Red Sox, who are also tied with them for number 1 in the league, which is, it's always good for Yankee fans to see them doing well, as well with any sport. Who doesn't want your team doing well unless you want to tank for a draft pick? If you're a Reds fan for some reason, you're going to want to tank for a better prospect. Or if you're a 76ers fan for many years, you want them to do bad to tank, and looks like that worked out well. Hopefully Knicks can do that. And in soccer news, I don't cover soccer much on here because, not many people I know watch soccer, especially in my school. So I'm not covering it too much, but I just wanted to make a point that Manchester City, my team from the Premier League, best league in the world, hit 100 points, breaking tons of records, including the most points. Biggest margin between first and second place. Manchester United had 81 points, and Man City had 100 points. I think it's safe to say Manchester City is definitely a better Manchester team. In hockey news, we had some hockey. I mean, I'm not that big on hockey myself. If the Rangers were doing well, I think I'd enjoy it, but I don't know. But the Las Vegas Golden Knights are having a game 2 with the Winnipeg Jets. Series is tied 1-1 right now. And then we also have Tampa Bay at Washington coming up, and the Capitals lead 2-0. I can't give my thoughts on NHL as much as I do other sports because I don't personally watch it much. I played NHL on my Xbox a couple of times, but besides that, I don't really watch it. I mean, I wish I could. Like I said, if the Rangers were actually a good team, I'd watch it. Fair weather fan, rather, for hockey. But, yeah, that's it for this week. I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to tune in next week. We have a new sponsorship with Big Baller Brand, so I'm flying weed out. If you want a sponsorship, please sponsor me and give me money. But, all right, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next week. Thank you.